What's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. First, we'll be going over the brand new Shanks and Mihawk dual unit that's coming out to the global version first, and then we'll be going over some of the event content coming out for the Japanese version in the very near future for Treasure Mode Dofi and beyond. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start going over the brand new Shanks and Mihawk dual unit coming to the global version. He is going to have three sets of stats, so guys, make sure you pay attention to all three because they're going to all be doing different things. So first off, the Mihawk version of the character, of course, is going to max out at initially 1492 attack with 2262 HP and 209 recovery. He is going to be a slasher and cerebral unit, and his captain ability is going to be boost the attack of slashers by 2.5 times, and then make tandem and recovery slots have matching effects. So kind of a Zunisha style effect for the Mihawk kind of captain ability, but on a very low attack amount. So that part's okay. And then for the brand new Shanks captain ability, he's going to be a slasher and free spirit unit who's going to max out at 2556 HP, 1366 attack, and 311 recovery. And his captain ability is going to be the slasher attack by 2.25 and reduce damage taken by 20%. So all in all, kind of a weak attack on his captain ability, but a massive amount of damage reduction, which is really nice. And I do like that we're making a slasher dual unit, and this is a really good unit to have in your big kit, and I'm very much liking it so far as a new unit in the game. So that's pretty cool. And then when you pop the special ability for Mihawk as well as Shanks, the dual unit, you're going to have a maximum HP of 2692 HP, 1715 attack, and 342 recovery, maxing out at, of course, 13 turns for the special. And then his captain ability is going to be boost the attack of slashers by 3 times, reduce damage taken by 20%, and it's for slashers going to make tandem and recovery slots have matching effects. So all in all, a 3x captain on slashes with 20% damage reduction. That's not too bad. I'm digging this as a unit. It's definitely it's not legend tier unit. It is definitely a raid boss, and I like it overall. I mean, Raid Zoro might be my go-to as far as a unit goes for all that, as far as a captain goes, but you know, this is actually pretty nice because the matching effect for the tandem and recovery is going to be really nice to have. So I definitely think that's going to be a usable thing for free to play. And now let's go ahead and go over the special ability for Shanks and Mihawk, which is going to reduce bind, special bind, attack down by 2 turns. So bind, silence, and attack down. So anytime you use special silence and the attack down by 2 turns, and the bind for your or whatever units, and become Shanks and Mihawk for 2 turns. If the crew's HP is above 50% or below, delays all enemies by 2 turns and boosts damage dealt to delayed enemies by 1.75 for 2 turns. Now that's kind of an interesting captain ability or special ability with below 50% threshold. So I'm not really sure why they're kind of setting it at an HP threshold. This is the first HP threshold unit that we've had in a long time. I think we kind of got sick of the idea of having like low HP threshold units with Crocodile and Khalifa, etc. It's kind of an older mechanic. And of course, Legend Inarashi being a lower HP for his captain ability. So all in all, I am not the hugest fan of this, but if you do have Legend Inarashi and you want to run him as a sub, obviously getting down to below 50% HP is not a big deal. There are going to be some other characters that you can do to get lower HP. I believe there is a free-to-play unit that is a slasher and driven buggy unit that allows you to go down to 1 HP. So there are units you can use in the game that allow you to get to that low threshold HP. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming out with another unit that gets you lower HP, but it's kind of interesting to see that they're kind of going this. And a self-proccing conditional is always good. As far as this unit goes, this unit is going to be an amazing unit to have many months to come in the future. But the thing I don't like about it is that the low HP threshold is there, and that is kind of a bummer. Overall though, as a unit, if you can figure out a way of getting that low HP threshold, which is a little bit more difficult to obtain on some teams, this will be an amazing unit to have. Now there are a lot of units in the game, bosses in the game that do a 50% HP cut on entering the room, or a 25% or a 30% HP cut. Making sure that you take the hits before you get to the room is also another way to go, or rocking the Whitebeard chip and then just taking an HP cut when you enter the room is another way to go as well. So just know there are ways around this, but you may not like like the way that you have to do it because you might not find it as safe or you might not find it as viable. There are a lot of problems that can occur because of this. So all in all, I do like the unit a lot. He's a very strong character, but he does have some flaws. And I will say that overall, I would love to have this unit in my box. I'm kind of sad it's not coming to JP, but he's pretty solid. And the last thing we're going to go over this unit, besides the sailor abilities, which is just basic stat increases, so I won't really go over those. The last thing we're going to go over is going to be the switch ability for this character, which is going to be involved on all dual units, because the down swipe on your dual units, if you're not familiar, is going to be boost the chance of landing quick and int orbs, quick int recovery slots for 1 turn, and changes slots randomly unless slots are matching. So I like the switch ability. It's really interesting. The fact that you get an increased chance of quick int and recovery is also a very good thing, because as an orb boost chance, being able to proc that, a boss cannot give you an orb down boost chance if you have that on. So having an orb boost chance buff makes it so that you can counter orb boost down buffs, so that actually does help out a little bit. I do like that, especially since it's on a switch mechanic, and if a boss does this, actually allows you to swap your orbs on your team and not have to worry at all about triggering an orb manipulate. So overall, this is a really, really good swap effect and a pretty darn good special ability. So for this unit, I don't really think as a captain I would see this unit being used a ton. However, as a sub, which is what most people are going to be using this character for, on any slasher, free spirit, or cerebral team, I think it was cerebral, then this would be a good unit to have. Typically, I would probably run one on a slasher team because that just makes more sense. And there is kind of a slasher meta coming to the Japanese version that we don't know much about yet. So for the future, this unit does have some future viability that I do like. But as of right now, since he is a quick and int unit, there aren't a ton of captains you can run for this character. The other unfortunate part is that he is free spirit when you do pop his special, which makes it not super viable on carrot teams, because carrot doesn't get the full viability from a free spirit unit, but does get viability from a cerebral unit. So that I was hoping that this would be a cerebral unit when you pop the special or something like that, but it is what it is, and at least we got a really good unit. For the next wave of events, we're going to have the new Dofi, and we have, of course, Cavendish and Barto event wave that's going to be coming out to the Japanese version. Of course, number 1 is going to be login bonus gifts, which is lit. For the login bonus gifts, we're going to have login day 1 for 1,000,000 belly. Okay, day 2 for turtles of each color. Then we got hermit crabs, princess turtles, and then we get a Saikalala. That's the same one we had a long time ago. It's good for 300 raid points, so if you do want to raid shop it, it's totally fine. For 6 days, we get rainbow penguins, pirate penguins, etc. Then princess turtles, rainbow dragon seal, Edoceros, forbidden tomes times 20 for 9 days. And then log in 10 days for 5 koalas. So you guys know about this. This is actually kind of important. Of course, Koala is 300 raid points each, so that's 1,500 raid points you're getting out of the day 10. And then for day 9, you're getting 20 forbidden tomes, which is also extremely good. So definitely log in for that. 20 forbidden tomes is extremely valuable. However, if you do not want to raid shop this koala and you do want to get her support ability, you can, of course, feed the koala. Feed the original koala that you get and then the 5 dupes of the koala to herself, and then of course you get the Psy koala support ability, and I have no idea what it is. Just check the database. I don't know if it's good or not. Probably it's okay, or you need it for treasure mode or something. I don't know. Number 2 is come back late, too lazy to end up the Fortnite list. New Fortnites are part of number 2, and of course, so nobody really cares. Then we got Doflamingo treasure map that's going to be dropping on the 20th to the 24th. And we're going to get further information on that as it keeps going. We're going to get the Doflamingo treasure map for Usolen rewards coming for the 20th through the 24th. Basically, you're going to get Usolen unit on the treasure map. You get 5 of him from point words. My guess here is you're going to get this Usolen unit, which is going to be good for friendship sockets, and he's going to have some kind of friendship point gimmick along with him. Then for Valentine's Day, for the login, if you log in on Valentine's Day, you're going to get a chocolate booster, which I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's like 5 million XP. Then it's going to be 5 random gens and a 10 of each cotton candy. So definitely log in on Valentine's Day to get that reward. We're also going to get 2 times XP on the Cavendish Fortnite coming out. Treasure Mode Island. Then Treasure Mode Allies Special Island. There's going to be a special Treasure Mode Allies Island like we had in the last Treasure Mode, just so that you can get the Treasure Mode point boosters and a gem. So guys, make sure you get that done so you get the free gems. We're going to have half stamina Special Islands on the 31st all the way to the 24th. So all returning raids and Coliseum Coliseums as well as Fortnites are going to be on half stamina. So if you do want to get farming in, this is a great time for you to farm out all the units that are out right now, just so that you can make sure that you have them for the treasure modes that are coming out in the future, so you can have your 1 point there. Or if you do want to max them out because they are good units, go ahead and do so. Then we get the Rayleigh Soccerberg Island coming out from the 9th to the 14th. We have Rainbow Evolver units from the 6th to the 8th, and then the 15th to the 17th. We're going to get Type Evolver Daily Islands, which is whatever. 10-year V2 Island is going to be coming out, which is basically a belly island. You run it with double buggy, not with a belly lead, so you get lots of the copies. You can sell, if you level them up to level 50, they're about 5 million belly each, I think. Something like 500,000. I don't know. It's a good amount of belly. That's all you gotta know. And then we're gonna have finally 2-time skill up. Been waiting for that one. 2-time skill up has finally been announced. Yay! Took a long time on this one. It's gonna be dropping on the 1st to the 3rd, and then the 13th or the 15th, so right around Valentine's Day, which really sucks, but it is what it is. At least we're getting skill up finally. I've been waiting for skill up. I've actually had a lot of copies in my box, so definitely happy about that. And I believe that's around the same time where Coliseum Peak has been out for a few days at that point. I believe Coliseum Peak is coming out very soon, so he'll be out. And I haven't really done an overview of him, but he's okay. We're gonna have 2 times success as well, of course, daily login gems. All right, guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. For Shanks Mihawk, I'm kind of a fan, kind of not a fan. You know, I'm right in the middle. Just that 50% threshold thing, if it wasn't there, he'd be god awesome. I would love that unit. Oh my god, that threshold HP is just the only thing I don't really like, but everything else is amazing. The swap ability is probably a really good top tier swap ability, one of the best ones that come out, so I really do like that one. As far as the new events on JP goes, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see what the new Dofi's gonna do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a great rest of your day.